There's something about crossing a marathon finish line that makes you want to do it again and again and again. Welcome to Season 3 of Dare to Dopey, my journey back to the most magical, ridiculous, and rewarding race challenge there is, the Dopey Challenge. That's 4 back-to-back days of running at Walt Disney World, a 5K, 10K, half marathon, and full marathon, all totaling 48.6 miles, and yes, 6 medals to show for it. This will be my 3rd time towing the line for Dopey, and each time I've come away with more than just medals. I've learned what I'm made of, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And as I dive into this next training cycle, I know that there's even more to uncover. The version of me from just a few years ago would never believe where I'm at now. But that's the power of setting big goals and daring to go after them, no matter how impossible they may seem. So if you're ready for early alarms, long runs, lessons learned, and Disney magic, let's lace up and do this together. This is Dare to Dopey Season 3. Let's see what we're capable of. Hey besties, can I call you besties? I feel like we're besties at this point. Welcome to week 4. Week 4, that means that we have been at this for a month. Isn't that crazy? It's so crazy to me. Anyway, it's Monday. It's been a long day. I was telling a friend before I left, I texted her and I was like, I'm going out for the run. Mentally, I'm not in it, but here we are. It's just been a long day. We drove home from Fort Worth earlier this morning. I got back home and immediately started working on getting the week 3 video out. That's going to premiere here really soon, so that's great. But this week, week 4, because it's week 4, we are talking about some things that I wish I knew before my very first Dopey. So on this 45-minute run, I'm going to share with you some funny things that I wish I knew before my first Dopey. You ready? Let's go. 1 mile in, more than a mile in now. And let's be honest, when we first signed up for Dopey, we were naive to a lot of things. Very, very naive. And one of the things that I was naive to was the amount soap, as in body soap, as in laundry detergent, all of that stuff that you will need in order to successfully train and execute the Dopey Challenge. That's no joke. So if you're a coupon cutter, I hope you're cutting those coupons, especially for those things, because you're gonna go through it and stock it up like they're gonna quit making it yesterday. It's a character stop. Kristen, the lighting changed. Your scenery changed. Yeah, I had to make one of those SOS bathroom calls. So I ended up back where I started. And now I'm headed back out to finish this run that I'm not really into mentally anyway. But anyway. Flexibility. That's all this is. That's all it is. Yep. Y'all, I'm so over this rush. I'm so over it. So over it. More things that I wish I had been told before I did my first Dopey is how many pairs of shoes you're going to go through. Most shoes you can get 200, 250 miles depending on several factors. I usually can get 200 to 225 on a pair of shoes before I need to replace them. If you do all the runs as prescribed, your training will roughly equate to 300 plus miles. Okay, so if you start training in a pair of shoes that you've already got miles on, like I am, you're looking at roughly 2 pairs of shoes. And then ideally, you have an alternate pair for every one of those, because you need to be alternating pairs of shoes, because you need to be bringing more than one pair of shoes to the race weekend, because you'll probably run your 5K and half in the same shoes, and your 10K and full in the same shoes. So think about all those shoes, all those options, so many shoes. Something else is how you will learn what you can and cannot tolerate as far as fueling goes. So, for example, goos are not for me. Me and goos, not friends. So you will find yourself buying random flavors of goos, other things to supplement goos. You'll fall on Nerds Candy Clusters, my preferred. You will be your own science experiment during Dopey. And I was not made aware of that. I do love science, but I didn't know I was going to be my own experiment. Oh, this whole run is just chaos. It's chaos and I love it. And there's so many dang flies. And I just swallowed one. Ugh, ugh. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, because despite what the light looks like in the camera right now, it is getting dark. So anyway, I'll see you on Thursday and then Saturday, hopefully for a little less chaotic situation. Okay, goodbye. It's Thursday. Yeah, it is. If you can't tell, I'm glitterified, and let me tell you why. These sunglasses, I swear. Okay. No, they're still crooked. I hate this. Okay. Anyway, welcome to my day. It's been that kind of just randomness. Somebody lumped the floodgate out, because anyway. Focus, Kristen, focus. Okay. I am not into it today. I'm just not. I'm warning you, I'm just not. And so one thing that I wish that I knew back when I first trained for Dopey, my first one, was that sometimes you're just flat not going to be in it mentally. Physically, there is nothing wrong. Nothing. Mentally, though, I'm just not there. And so one of the things that I have found that if I do, which I did today, is if I, one of the people I follow on Instagram and TikTok, she talks about dopamine dressing, meaning you put on what makes you happy. You put on what sparks joy. And so I put on my new Crowned athletic set and was like, oh, this is good. Yeah, okay. And then I was like, it's missing something. So I did the little space buns there. But it was still lacking mildly. So I put on glitter. I'm wearing glitter for a training run. And that's fine. Whatever makes you into it mentally, you do that. Okay, so it is Thursday. Like I said, we're not going to do speed work today because out at the track, it is upwards of 105 degrees. It's very hot here today, and there's no shade out there. I was at the track last week, and like you all saw, I got zapped. So we're not going to play that game. Not this time. So we're going to go out to the trail and spend 45 minutes out there, and we'll call that a good training run, especially after the chaos of Monday and all that good stuff. I did my strength training on Wednesday. I flip-flopped my rest day from Wednesday to Tuesday, And that was very helpful for me. I just needed that day after that chaotic run on Monday. I needed a break. I gave myself that, and that's fine. So yesterday I did strength and worked on arms and core and lower body, and these little chicken wings are sore. So I guess that means I did it right. Okay. She's back!
I didn't die.
She didn't. She didn't fall off the mountain.
No.
We were worried.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You know. All right. We're pausing the topic for the week so Splint can give us a recap of her 5K and 10K that she did with vacation races.
Yeah.
Take it away.
So the 5K uphill was a 5K mountain climb, up a blue rated ski run, up a mountain, 2,400 feet of climb. I almost died twice, I think. My soul left my body a couple of times, but I survived and I made it to the top. And then I got to rest for a few hours. And then I had a 10K downhill trail race. I've never done a trail race before. I was terrified, but I did it anyway. And oh, so scary. That is not for the faint of heart. But once I got through the worst of the downhill, and got on like more level trail, I actually enjoyed it. And I got comfortable with jumping over tree roots and rocks. I stuck to my intervals as best I could. I was really afraid the intervals were going to mess other people up, but there was a lot of space between us, and it was really pretty. The scenery and the trail and all that. I nearly almost fell once, but I caught myself, and my quads were shredded by the time I got done, because you use your quads a lot. But it was really good.
Would you recommend vacation races?
I would if you... Vacation races does a lot of trail races, does a lot of trail runs. So if you enjoy that, absolutely. If you're not used to that, probably not. But I do encourage you to go to our national parks and do some hiking, because they're amazing and gorgeous. So I did do some hiking. All in all, throughout the entire weekend, I think I accumulated about 22 miles. One more little thing to add. I was really concerned that the people that go to these vacation races are pretty hardcore, and I was concerned that me being a novice at these trail races, that they would be kind of rude. No, everybody was so nice and supportive. Whether I was passing someone or somebody was passing me, they were constantly encouraging each other. The race organizers were very encouraging. They are wonderful people. If you want to give it a try, look on their website. They have international races, but they're very nice.
Very nice. They're very nice.
And we're supposed to be running.
And we're supposed to be running. How nice. Next thing that I wish I knew before my first Dopey is just exactly how early those 4 wake-up calls really are. For example, 5K, 10K half day, my alarm was set for 1:30, but half marathon day, marathon day, because it started earlier, which I loved, by the way, my alarm was set for 1 a.m. But I woke up ready to go at 12:30. So that's something that people don't talk about, is there's not many ways to prepare for those early mornings except to
just do it.
Just do it. I mean, really. But I wish somebody would have told me, hey, it's not a joke. You have to get up so early, but it's worth it. The other thing that no one warned me about, I, however, have warned you about it. I just realized it looks like I'm just wearing a running vest in this picture. I have on, anyway, this is a family channel. How much of a part-time leaning full-time job the later pieces of training are going to be?
That's what I was gonna say. The excuse of I can't because I have to run, you might as well just record it and just hit that button.
Yes, that's
anytime somebody asks if you could do something.
So Splints hasn't watched the video from last week, but that is something that I talk about, is letting your friends and loved ones know.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm training for this, so my availability to you is going to be restricted, and that's okay. Most people who know and love you are going to understand that and be cheering you on. So
not just that, it's the running 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Strength training twice a week. Rest days.
Yes, those are important.
Nutrition. You know, just it's all encompassing. It's your life.
Yeah.
For 6 months.
Yep. The other thing, that leads me to the other thing I wish somebody would have told me, is that there is, and it's okay to experience this, there is a sense of post-dopey blues,
yes,
post-dopey depression,
and post-dopey illness.
Yes, because you have worked for this thing. It's become your life for the last 6 months. And then Sunday afternoon, marathon day, it's done. It's over. So it's very normal to be like, what do I do with my life now? That's very normal. And my answer to that is, I don't know, pick another goal and start working for that.
Sign up for your next Dopey.
Sign up for the next one. That's how you get rid of that.
Biologically, you do have a huge drop in serotonin when
Yes.
you finish something big like this.
Yeah.
So it's very normal to get depressed and
Yeah.
sick.
Yes,
So
because your immune system's down.
yeah. So be prepared.
Thank you, Scar. Thank you. Coming into the finish. Did it. Woo! Hooray! Congratulations. Oh, we missed. There we go.
Because we're super sweaty.
Mildly.
That's not sweat on her, that's actual sparkle.
Literally. Yes. Wear the glitter. Like, just wear the glitter. Let people tell you look ridiculous. Wear the glitter, dang it.
Wear the
Wear
gosh
the
darn
glitter. Wear the glitter. I will see you on Saturday for the long run, 5.5. You will not see Splints though.
I'm helping my son move to Dallas. He's moving away.
He's moving away. So, but we will see Splints most likely on Monday.
Yes, I will be.
So, all right. See you then. Bye. Hey, happy Saturday. I worked almost a 9-hour shift at the hospital this morning and this afternoon. It is 7:00 p.m. right now, and I'm off for 5.5. And we're gonna wrap this what I wish I knew before my first Dopey present. Put a beautiful bow on it, hence the bow. And yeah, we're just gonna. There's 1.5 million things that I wish I would have known before my first Dopey, and I'm gonna finish up with the most important ones. 5.5 miles. Hey, we can do this. You can do this. Are you ready? Let's go. One and a half in. And one of the things that I wish somebody would have told me, we've kind of touched on this in other videos, but the mental portion of training, the mental portion of these long runs, whenever you find yourself in a bit of a rut or you don't think you can do it, something, which side note, I think all the time. Something that I'll do is I have a small playlist of songs that I will turn on when I need a little extra oomph, you know? One of those songs on there is Happily Ever After from the fireworks show. There's something about that song that makes me want to run. Another song that's on it is Go the Distance from Hercules. So if you ever find yourself mentally stuck, have a playlist you listen to. Have a phone a friend. Tara is usually my phone a friend on those. And I'll call and be like, hey, I'm 5 miles in of 15 and I think I want to quit. And she'll be like, no ma'am. So know that the mental load is heavy, but there are ways to make it just a little bit lighter. All right, 3 miles in, and the next thing I wanted to share with you is I wish somebody would have told me to be so present during all of it. Take pictures, take video. Yes, the races are important. Do you know what else is important? The laughs you have in your room with your roommate, the dinners, the high fives. Be present. Make a ton of memories. Yes, half the battle is the training, 100%. But the reward are the races. So just be present. That's like the best thing I could tell you is to be present. Make it a priority to make a memory. So out of breath. 4.5 miles in, less than 1 to go. Final thing that I wish that somebody would have told me. And honestly, if somebody would have told me, I probably wouldn't have believed them. But it's just how incredibly life-changing the Dopey challenge is. You inevitably will find out things about yourself, push yourself to limits that you didn't think was possible, all because that little dwarf who has never said a word has inspired us to do things that are just downright crazy. So I'm excited for you and for who you are becoming. That's it. Finished. 5.5. Woo! Did it in exactly an hour and 10 minutes. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. Wrapping up week 4, what I wish I knew before my first Dopey experience. I hope that this gave you some sort of tidbits into questions you might have. All right, now let me turn the tables a bit. Now, if you have run Dopey before, what is your number one thing that no one told you but you wish you knew before? So go ahead and share that with the class. Also, if this is your first time attempting Dopey, yay! What is the number one question that you have? Ask it down below in the comments, and plenty of us alumni will be more than happy to answer that for you. I hope you all had a great week. It's been a bit of a chaotic one. Yes. But you know what? That's part of it. Because just like we talked about last week, life doesn't stop because we're Dopey training. So, all right, y'all, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you in the next one, which is going to be where we talk about how to train through the tough days, how pushing through is part of it and part of the benefit. So, see y'all in the next one. Happy running. Bye.